Hello YouTubers, welcome to my shed. I'm Ian, and as always, you're welcome. For my loyal core of subscribers, this is going to become something of a shock. I'm going to have to try and be serious all the way through this. For those who've just joined because of the title, or because the keywords Lathe and Myford and Super 7 have brought you here, welcome again. I've inherited a Myford Super 7, but it was in pieces. I'll show you the bits throughout these series of videos. I've watched a lot of YouTubes on Myfords and tailstock alignments and all sorts, and there's a lot of very knowledgeable Myford lathe owners out there. I've joined a Myford Facebook page, and I've also joined a Myford forum online. And I think with all those people out there who are willing to help people, I'll get this up and running and hopefully something like. Well, first of all, I need to clean my bench a little. Then I'll bring the bed in and we'll do a little analysis, inspection. That's where I'm hoping you guys are going to look and say, you need to change that. You need to pay attention to this. Do my bench first. Well, without a doubt, that's a heavy piece of chunk of steel. I thought I'd start at the back end first. Give you a quick overview of it. Okay, so I've spun around and we'll do a quick overview from this end. Going on there, I found the serial number, which turned out to be that 1976 to 79. Well, I left school in 77 after I'd done my A levels, so I can relate to when that was made. Like you see, it's got a bit of grunge and grunch on it. I don't know what those Acme threads are supposed to be like, but we'll do some moving about of the bits now, I suppose. First of all, that seems to go okay that way. Getting a little stiffer here, but that might be that crap there. To me, there appears to be the same amount of resistance or easiness, if that's the term. Listen, I'm new at this, guys, so don't crucify me on terms. That seems to move up and down freely enough. Right, now I've read something that's called about backlash, so I'm going to set this at 0. I can zoom in there, and it's how much, as I put this on the tripod, bear with me, how much it, that's going around again. And how much it goes that way before that moves this way. There. So that's like 30. I don't know what that means. 30 thou. You guys watching, is that too much backlash? We'll do the same on this one. Focus. Let's go round again. Oh, that's not so much. 10, 18, whatever that means. 18 thou, I think. This lead screw, is it called a lead screw? Well, that moves very freely, very, very freely. And it's like, oh well, it won't be any backlash, will there? Because that's connected directly to that. So I'll wind that all the way up there, and we could check the lead screw. Well, as far as I go until I clean that lot off. Let's get some light on that. Well, yes, you can see there, those are quite thick, whereas there seems to be a definite difference in the Acme thread profile there than there does there. So again, I'm going to ask you guys help. Is that lead screw totally worn? Does it need replacing? Okay, just before I set the camera up on the tripod and look at this head assembly, gearing, we'll just have a look at this end here, and I don't know if that says to any of you guys, whoa, it needs to do something about that. There's a lever here that moves up and down. There. I know it's forward, reverse, tumbler, lead. Forward and reverse. I've read the book, and this one also seems to move freely. Right, I'll put you on the tripod. Let's have a look at that bit. Okay, that seems a little bit better than holding it in my hand. Right, interesting place to start. I'll turn that till we get a full revolution. Seems okay. I might be indents. Am I missing something here? That turns that. Oh, that turns. Right, well, having appeared a little dense, apparently there's a little locking bar here that was shoved all the way in that stopped this from turning round. So I'll do a full revolution of that. Everything there seems to be okay, and I can then zoom you in down there. Let's put a torch there, see what we've got down there. I think I've got to lift that up, don't I? That's it. Oh, I appear to be a tooth missing. How important is that, people? There is. Okay, well, there appears to be, there's a tooth missing. You can just, I can just about fit here, or really feel a little tick as it goes past that. And there is another cog way down there, which appears to have all its teeth on. Well, at this point I'm just going to digress a little and say, yesterday, or during the week, I was at work, I was talking to a few of my colleagues, and one of them said, well, you've got a lathe. He says, I've got something that my dad used to use with a lathe. He said, and it's been in my garage for donkey's years, and I'll bring it to it, have a look at it, make an offer on it, and this is it. And it's a Mitutoyo Imperial, I don't know. Let's focus in on that. See if that means anything to anybody. Right. I've seen people use these, so I said I'll have it. So thank you very much, Paul, for that. I believe I got it at a bargain price. If anyone's interested, I actually paid £10 for that. So whatever, it is what it is. I've seen them going on eBay for more. Seen them going for less. It's oh, it seems to be oil damped. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to try and set that up and see if I can get some readings off this headstock. You're going to have to forgive the photography, guys. I ain't a videographer. Okay, well, I've set that up, and you guys can also tell me I'm doing this wrong. I'm going to set that to 0. Oh, it's very sensitive. And I've got that and just touch it on there. So I believe if I turn this gear, I'll go from that point, but you can't see that. I'll go from, so you can just see that, and I'll do a full revolution, and you can keep an eye on the clock. Yeah. Well, so there does appear to be some sort of movement, which from there back to normal. Is that any good? You people tell me. Those are... I'm sorry, guys. I know you think I'm dense here. People like me shouldn't have things like this. Well, it's a dream of mine. It moves one segment. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to zoom in for you lot. I'm going to start again from there. Bang on 0. Oh, you can lock that, can't you? Okay. And then you can't see this, but I'm going to do one full revolution starting now. Oh, nothing moved then. That's me trying to go fast. There seems to be tiny deflection. I don't know. What happens if I release that? Did that do anything? Did that stop anything moving? Told you I was dense. Sorry, bear with me. No. I'm going to clean all this up as best I can. In the next video, I'll show you all the other bits that came with it and how I managed to assemble it, hopefully. Started to give it a quick clean, and then I moved this bed, and it seems to all rock a little. You might even hear it. So I don't know if you guys again can tell me there's a reason for that. Maybe I need to nip that up. If I've got that No, that doesn't do anything. I think that locks the bed, doesn't it? You can see I think there's something not quite right there. What does that mean? Well, the whole saddle assembly rocks, and if I keep my hand on that, and the top slide moves, has a little bit of play in it as well. And I think that I'll have to have a look on the forums. Oh, I think this project's going to get longer and longer. I was a little curious, so I loosened this lubrication nipple when I took it out. So it appears to be full of grease. That's definitely grease. Does that mean that from what I've read, these are supposed to be oil light bearings? Oil, light being oil, soaks the bearings. Right, question then. Do I need to get that grease out of well, that one? And I assume if someone's greased that one, then they've greased the others. So there's one down here as well. So, out with that. Yes, that is also burn me. So that one. So that is also full of grease. Forgive me. You know what it is? I'm allergic to Myfords. Right, I'm allergic to Myfords. Does anyone want to buy this? Apologies. Like I said, I'm allergic. I must be allergic to Myfords. Okay, serious question. Do I need to get the grease out of those lubrication ports? And there's other and there appears to be more of those on the saddle assembly. So I take it if they're greased as well instead of being oil, do I need to get that out? Or how's the best way to get it out? There's a question. See that? It's got, sorry, you can't tell, can you? See, now why can't they have made it really simple? That is obviously an oil port. Why are they going to pump grease through? Well, I know why they've done it, because it looks like a grease nipple, but obviously it isn't, because that's oil light bearing, I think. Like I said, there is same on the puzzled. Okay, well, I've been having a poke about round that. I couldn't even see through that hole. As you can see, it certainly was a used lathe. There's a lot of brass turnings there. I'm revising my opinion of just cleaning it and using it. I think I might have to take the saddle off, take the middle bit out and give it all a good clean, but I am a little worried of getting all that lined back up again. As I could see when I did the run out test, it seemed okay to me. Again, give us your comments on that. Well, I don't know if this job's getting worse or worse. So I've had a good play about with this now. Good inspection, and in there's also another nipple. Now I would say grease nipple, because if I go in there is an awful lot of grease, and whoever's had it certainly. Okay, let's get a different light. Hit that middle so it says it stays in focus all the time. At the right angle. As you can see, this appears to be a lot of grease in there. I can see the grease nipple there now. Is it a grease nipple or is it a oil nipple? Does that make me mind up? Does that say I do need to take the headstock assembly to pieces, take the taper mandrel out, clean it all up? If I'm doing that, do I need to replace the back gear? I believe it's the back gear that's got the tooth missing. Do I need to? How often am I going to use a back gear? Will one tooth missing on a back gear make any difference? Oh dear. It seems that this project's going to be a little bit more. I'm beginning to have doubts. Is there anybody out there, anybody near the Warrington area in the UK, willing to have a ride up, pay fuel and expenses of course, and maybe do that head stock for me? Do I need to? Am I, do you think I'm confident enough to take that apart myself with the right instructions online? I don't know. I'm more of a dismantler than a mantler. Does that make it? I said this would be a serious video, didn't I? Sorry. Right. I'm going to call that video it now. It's probably gone on too long. You see me, Lathe? You've probably seen me do everything wrong that I'm supposed to do. So it's going to be a steep learning curve for me. I've got a Myford book. I've done some research online. Catch you all in the next vid. Looking forward to your comments. I'm looking forward to your criticisms. I won't be offended. I don't know what I'm doing. Any help, good or bad, is appreciated. Thanks very much.